Yo, what's up guys? Second part of this video. Maybe I should just do like these kind of videos once every month instead of once every 2 months, and then I have to do two right away after each other. Maybe I should make a standard thing of like the first 3 days of the new month, just to make a new say watch RTA. Let me know in the comments if you have some like ideas behind it. Either how, we have about like 13 more submissions. Let's get through those. If you haven't yet, like this video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. Gucci said over there as well. It's getting more active. Love to see it. So let's get into the submissions. A submission from Tan Hero from Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken. Going with the Diana Molly first pick. Yo, you toxic, bro. You toxic. You toxic. His team is very toxic as well. Juno last pick. Good last pick. Good last pick. Jogan Ban. You're looking at some trouble here, sir. You are looking at some trouble. Nice stun through, glancing hit though. Issue is your Juno gonna cut this? Oh, your Juno cuts. If your Juno didn't cut, you would be hella dead. That Poseidon is not good tuned. Mr. Torum from Thailand. Fix your tuning with Poseidon, bro. You would have won. You would have instantly won. Annihilated the whole team. Still have potential though, still have potential. Maelstrom does a lot of damage. Issue is there are so many dots. Oh, and that counter was nasty. That counter was nasty. So every S1 provides a debuff. So, oh, the counters are nasty. Yeah, his only chance would actually be a S2 from Neftis, hoping for enough damage, into a S2 from Water Ryu, and therefore do a lot of damage on armor break, but doesn't seem to be happening, and you have good artifacts on your Juno. That's definitely a thing. He was trying there, but he missed the tuning. But your Juno does good damage. 2.1k, so that's very good damage. So nice pick, but you actually won because you messed up his tuning. A submission from BLR question mark from Global Surfer, going for the typical team. He's actually playing very, if you look on the left side, it's very like current meta, except for the vert maybe. And on the right side, that's very old. That's like 2-3 seasons back. This is really like old school meta against like new meta, pretty much. That's pretty interesting to see actually. Because Genny Hathor, Triton, Chiwo used to be like very meta, but triple revenge vert. Triple revenge vert pretty much annihilated that meta. Ooh, we do have the late promise coming up. Tuning wasn't. Oh, that miss on the vert is big. That's a very big miss because. Ooh, and the Despair Jogun. Despair Jogun is nasty. I would still probably prefer a Swift Jogun, but Despair Jogun is actually pretty nasty. It is pretty nasty. Another delayed promise. There's not too much damage on the side of the enemy here. So he has to work with like small chip damage to actually get away all of that stuff. Vio Poseidon, also don't see that too much. Most of the time they are either Swift or Despair. More delayed promises. It really depends with this kind of team on like the Genny Hathor side. If you do enough damage, like artifact damage on, for example, a Ganymede still does a lot, or like speed crit damage attack on Ganymede does a lot of damage. You could do the same thing for like speed crit damage accuracy on Triton or on Chiwu, or crit rate if you cannot match it with like high crit damage, and therefore these units can still do quite a lot of damage, but you do have to fight a triple revenge vert, which is gonna counter and slightly life drain like pretty much every other hit, and if you're unlucky, more. So let's see if you can actually get rid of that vert. Against this, actually having like life drain and a recovery S1 on vert is not bad, because these units all have such low. He's pretty much, how much is he life draining for? He's life draining for like 800s. Yeah, he's what total? Like he's life draining like 400, so 800 in total, which is a decent amount of life drain actually, because most of the damage he gets is not that much. Okay, this one, oh, that's heavy damage. That is heavy damage though. Counter there. Counter again. Lapping a sick ton of turns. You're getting Gucci counters though. That's a proc he didn't want. That's legit a proc he didn't want. I would have probably killed the Chiwu earlier, because the Chi was the only thing actually pulling like decent damage at you, because it wasn't that tanky, it was pretty damageous. But okay, third solo. Interesting, interesting. A submission from Momo2406, showing their Magier, which is using Tiana still, but he's using a pretty strange team in general. I'm not really sure what you want to do with that unit. Don't even know his name. Lights Coco. What? Does he do that much damage? Wait, what? Wait, what? Ah? Wait, what? How much damage was that? I didn't even know that thing did actually decent damage. Like, I know he does like damage on your own team as well, but 18Ks throughout, not bad actually, I guess. Interesting, interesting. Did not expect. I think the enemy did not either. A submission from LeftChair from global server. Going pretty typical team, and nice last pick on the Helena. Very nice last pick on the Helena. Helena's pretty good unit as well. Like if you use it with something like this against the Leo, for sure. Very good unit, very good unit. So let's see if she can make it work. Fuki can actually kind of destroy her pretty hard. Okay, not as much damage as I was thinking about, to be honest, but... Juno is healing out most of the damage so far. We have Rain of Stones not landing on the Fuki. Glancing on the Fuki doesn't matter too much, to be honest, because it doesn't crit anyway. Sure, glancing hit does lower damage, but it's not as much lower as where you would crit versus non-critting. But then again, there was not that much other stuff useful to hit as well. Can you kill the Fuki in this turn? Nope. Fukis are mostly not that much on defense. So defense-wise, you can mostly take them out. Ooh, one critter, one no critter. Okay, pony time. What do we have for pony time? I think this pony has to start proccing a bit, otherwise it's still pretty difficult. Okay. Does he have torrents? No, next turn. If he procs torrents, not resisted, but no critters. No critters. Helena's actually one of those units you could technically put on Vampire as well. Like if you're fighting a full win team, Vampire Helena has good potential to actually 1v4, 1v3 as well. But are you still gonna win this though? You still had to go through like the passive of this guy. Or you're proccing on this turn. Oh, you're stunning him. Gucci stun, Gucci stun. You could actually S2 into oh wait, he already did? Oh no, of course, he was reset. I forgot about that. A submission from Zero Luck. Ooh, Rango DS going heavy with heavy LDs. Not sure if that is definitely like a good setup, but heavy LDs not banning out the Kinky. This is Kinky pre-nerf, so what does Kinky pre-nerf bring to us? I would start bombing Kinky rather than Kaki, not gonna lie. Kaki you can kill like anyhow at some point. But this Sion is giving you pain, and this Kinky is gonna give you pain. Do you actually kill? No, but quite some damage. That Sion bomb is gonna hurt. That Sion bomb, looking at the HP bars, Sion bomb could probably kill the whole team already. But, and people were asking, is like, why does this unit has to be nerfed? Well, maybe this is why. Maybe it's just a dumb unit. Yeah, in the end, he didn't. In the end, he didn't even need the Sion bombs. It was just Kinky being OP. I think Kinky is still pretty OP, like even after nerf. Like most of these units wouldn't do like 25% HP damage. Or most of these units wouldn't do 15% damage, like, for the most part. Because they are non-critting, and they're all units that kind of depend on crit to do damage, so... A submission from Fist Black. Let's see what we have. We have Leica into a whole bunch of things. So sometimes I feel like people are spamming Scroll Trap too much, because in this case, would you actually want to not fight Leica or also do your AoE damage to Leica? So okay, sure, Leica would return your hits if Leica was there, but sometimes it's actually better to not Scroll Trap and pull your AoEs rather than use your Scroll Trap and therefore miss out your AoEs on one unit, because without that, well, okay, in this case, ooh, that's very squishy. Like, you have to revenge every turn right now, otherwise you get fucked. But if he actually didn't use Scroll Trap right away, that Leica would have died from AoEs, pretty sure. So that's kind of the one of those matches, like, don't spam your Scroll Trap. Ooh, getting the counters at the good times. Leica, can you do it? That thing is doing a lot of damage. Like, if you miss that and you have the glancing buff on your ass, which... Is this Pisama gonna be able to? I think this Leica is doing it. No despairs anymore. If that thing was despaired one more time, then he would have won. But I think pretty sure Rune could have won. Oh, that's so close. You're missing just a little bit of damage, but I'm pretty sure Rune would have won if he didn't Scroll Trap Leica. I'm pretty sure. Even with a few like counters and that kind of stuff, there was a lot of like AoEs which had very much potential to actually kill him. A submission from Mikuna. Going in with LDs, heavy LDs, playing against Coco. I haven't seen Coco that much. More LDs, and we have a Fire Striker. Still not liking the Fire Striker as much. I've seen him a bunch, but... Also, him pick... Wait, did he? Wait, let me... Why would you pick a Leo into a Ragdoll? That's literally countering yourself. I do not know why you... Unless you're pretty certain you're gonna ban out Ragdoll, you do not want to Leo into a Ragdoll, because the Leo Ragdoll combo is pretty hardcore. But you picking Leo pretty much gives him the Leo Ragdoll combo. So, I'm not really sure what his plan was with that. Like, sure, he has a Kinky in there, but also there's an Oberon on this side, and I'm pretty sure with attack buff, these units actually do enough damage to kill shit. 50k, not bad, not bad. Okay, I'm curious how much Coco will do, because Coco is a very strong unit as well. Torrents, you got into Torrent range, which is pretty bad, I guess. That's not what you want to see. Okay, good proc, good proc. Wait, this shoots kill... He goes for that. Wait, that's actually very minimum damage. I was expecting more damage. He did have attack debuff though, but... And he got hit by Fran once, so he was missing some stacks already, but... Kinda expect him to kill. Okay, then the question, what is more OP? 3 units or a stupid freaking Kinky? Okay, Kinky doesn't do his counter on Justice, that's a good thing. He is getting pretty low, he is getting pretty low. Blade Slaughter, probably not enough damage. Probably not enough damage. S3, is this gonna kill though? 15k does kill. Interesting, interesting. So, yeah, that's pretty much your way to kill Kinky. Just do enough damage, but it's difficult. It's difficult. This thing still... I think that Kinky from Narrow Rain was also not that good rune, because I've seen Kinkies heal a lot more HP. I think for artifacts wise, you probably want to aim for more life drains on like S1 mainly. And also do like more attack on like low HP, more defense and speed on low HP. I think mostly more attack on low HP. I think that's pretty good on a Kinky. So a submission from a Domogu. I guess it's pronounced like that, I'm not sure. And Taris, Leo, ooh, you're fighting a difficult team. You are also fighting at a speed that is pretty difficult to watch what is going on, but Sierra, that's that unit that wait. Are you still gonna win this with like Diana procs? But there's Antares there. That's tricky. That is very, very tricky. Or are you gonna tell me that this Praha is gonna do magic? Okay, at least we dehorsed that one. I like to call it dehorsing. I don't know why. Also against Molly, Diana is not that great. Ooh, nice stun on wrong element. Nice stun on wrong element. Tricky, tricky, son, tricky. Yep, was expected to happen. How much damage do you do on that? You do 1.5k, which is not too bad. It's not insanely high, but for Prahas, I mostly expect a little bit less damage. But are you despair? Is this despairing? Not despairing. You are fighting a Molly though. How are you gonna do more damage than a Molly? This is just a lose, right? Sure, you can daydream like quite some. Sure, he doesn't have that much damage potential on you as well, but with Molly, he should have that much healing potential that should be very doable. Also, this Antares doesn't have too much additional damage artifacts. If he had that, he would have done probably better. Okay, so it's a Vial 1. And the Vial procs help out to get your Daydream back. Daydream is actually on a relatively short cooldown, I noticed. You are having some procs, you also have some issues landing that. Okay, double despair. Proc on that side, so that ups your proc rate. Could you proc into Daydream again? This guy is gonna cry if you proc into Daydream. Oh, wait. Not yet, but he did lap enough to get Daydream again. Oh man, if I was him, I would be so annoyed. Okay, okay, we're actually starting to deal quite some damage. And you're lapping heavily. Wait, you kill. Wait. You have Daydream up again, right? Okay, Praha has potential for 1v3ing. Because I think he doesn't do enough damage because you lap too much because of the 100 crit rate. Like, even with or without procking, like, Praha on Vio is actually pretty legit. Like, compared to Despair, I would put Praha. My Praha is also on Vio. I prefer Praha on Vio. Solid. I guess you're gonna win this. You do so much, like, at some point, with 70 up, 70 down, so 70 attack up, 70% HP down, Praha's gonna do so much damage at some point, and Molly's damage is actually reduced because it's based from HP damage, so interesting. And another submission from LeftChair going in with Veromos. I also ruined up Veromos. I actually barely used it. Is it banned? Veromos is banned. Okay. Let's see if we can have some Lulu magic, or what is gonna happen. Lulu magic. Most definitely Lulu magic. If Lulu did not resist, no Lulu magic. But now we have Lulu magic. Serious Matter, still decent. I would probably opt for... Okay, so that's actually not possible at the next one. I think he should have returned the armor break. Because this does pain. He would have either won, lost because of the proc, kind of, but... Yeah, so Nephthys in that kind of scenario is going to be worse. I wonder what Nephthys win rate will be next season. And the last submission of today from MWRJ. Let's see what we have. Ooh, did not land on the Shizuka. Shizuka plus Cleave is actually pretty good. Felicity was also using that. You see, because of that. He was actually using it with Oberon, which is more OP, but that's actually pretty interesting. He actually used it with Oberon and Lucian, which is pretty nasty too. But do you have enough juice to actually kill? Because Shizuka S1 is really weak. Okay, you have Past Life up again and you have Blade Slaughter. That is definitely a good way to use Shizuka. I think she's pretty good into like with a Cleave team. So with a Cleave team, everything else dies, Shizuka lives, and then you go for it. She was kind of lucky for resisting the Clara, but it's more likely Shizuka resists, of course. Fire. So that is it for all the submissions. Got 100 submissions in. Again, if you want to send submissions, link is in the description. Only YouTube submissions are pretty much like viewable right now. It's, I think, the easiest way to send submissions. If you have any other suggestion of sending submissions with something that doesn't have a link that expires, for example, WeTransfer, that link does expire, so it's kind of annoying. So, well, that is it for these Say Watches RTA. It's gonna be a while before I'll probably do one again, but either how, just send your submissions. I will watch all of them if they're viewable somewhere, like actually put as private, then I cannot watch them, or somewhere like later deleted, so then I cannot watch them. But that is about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and see you in the next one.